Welcome to Finding the Fact. Here, we uncover the most unbelievable stories, mysterious events, and mind-blowing truths from around the world. If you're curious and love to explore hidden facts, you're in the right place. Let's begin. Space is not simply empty darkness. It is an endless ocean of wonders, stretching beyond human imagination in every direction. For as long as we've existed, we've stared at the night sky, asking questions, weaving myths, and dreaming of what lies out there. The deeper we look, the more we realize how little we know, and how staggering the truth really is. Today, we explore 10 incredible facts about the universe that will challenge your perception of reality and make you feel both small and infinitely connected to the cosmos. Our journey begins with the Sun, the brilliant heart of our solar system and the ultimate source of life on Earth. More than just a star, it is the anchor around which everything orbits, and it contains a staggering 99.86% of all the mass in our solar system. This means that every planet, moon, asteroid, and comet combined amount to little more than crumbs compared to the feast of matter stored inside the Sun. Without it, the solar system wouldn't simply be different, it wouldn't exist at all. To understand its dominance, consider Jupiter, the king of planets. This gas giant is over 300 times more massive than Earth, large enough to swallow more than 1,300 Earths inside its volume. Its storms rage for centuries, and its gravitational pull influences the very shape of our solar system. And yet, compared to the Sun, even Jupiter is a mere speck of dust, insignificant against the blazing inferno that holds everything together. But while the Sun radiates warmth and life, the universe also holds far darker mysteries: black holes. These are not roaming cosmic vacuum cleaners sucking up everything in sight, but regions of space where the laws of physics bend to their very limits. Here, gravity becomes so intense that not even light, the fastest traveler in the universe, can escape once it crosses the event horizon. Black holes are invisible, terrifying, and yet essential. They are the silent architects of galaxies, shaping the structure of the cosmos. Imagine this: if our Sun were to suddenly transform into a black hole of the same mass, Earth would not be pulled in or destroyed. Instead, it would continue orbiting calmly as if nothing had happened. The difference would be that the skies would go dark, our world would freeze, and life would vanish without sunlight. Black holes are not hungry monsters. They are silent, inescapable wells of gravity, patient and eternal. On an even larger scale, the universe is a dance of giants, galaxies themselves. These vast collections of billions of stars are not stationary. They drift and move across the cosmos. Sometimes, they pass each other quietly, and other times, they collide in spectacular cosmic events. Our very own Milky Way is already locked in a slow-motion crash course with the Andromeda Galaxy, a celestial meeting written in the stars billions of years before we were ever here to witness it. When these titanic galaxies merge, the result will not be chaos, but beauty. In about 4 billion years, the night sky will light up with streams of stars stretched like ribbons across the heavens. Eventually, the Milky Way and Andromeda will combine into a single, enormous elliptical galaxy. The good news is that stars themselves will rarely collide, because space is mostly empty. Yet the sight, the cosmic ballet of galaxies becoming one, will be the most breathtaking show the universe has ever staged. But the mysteries of space are not only out there, they affect us too. Take astronauts who venture into orbit. In the absence of gravity's constant pull, their spines elongate slightly, and their bodies actually grow taller by as much as 2 inches. It's a strange reminder that even our own biology is designed by Earth's gravity, and once we leave it, our bodies begin to change in unexpected ways. The effect doesn't last forever. When astronauts return to Earth, gravity quickly compresses their spines again, pulling them back down to their original height. But even this small change is a powerful reminder of how fragile and adaptable we are in the face of space. The universe does not simply exist outside of us. It reshapes us the moment we enter it. Every step into space is not just exploration, it is transformation. And yet, despite all its mysteries, space isn't as unreachable as it might seem. If you could get into a car and drive upward at just 60 miles per hour, the same speed you'd use on a highway, you would reach the edge of space in only about an hour. That invisible frontier is known as the Kármán line, just 62 miles above Earth's surface. It's astonishing to realize that space, the great unknown, is closer to us than the nearest big city. This invisible frontier is called the Kármán line, hovering about 62 miles above Earth's surface. Just beyond it, The sky is no longer blue but black, and the stars shine unfiltered by air. The idea that something so profound lies only an hour's drive above us is almost impossible to believe. It changes how we see the sky, not as a ceiling, but as a gateway. And the wonders beyond that line only get stranger. Consider neutron stars, the ultradense remains of massive stars after they collapse. These objects are so tightly packed that a single teaspoon of neutron star material would weigh billions of tons, more than an entire mountain. They are tiny compared to normal stars, but their density defies every human sense of scale. Imagine holding a spoon, only for it to collapse under the impossible weight of a fragment heavier than Mount Everest. That is the unimaginable density of a neutron star. These stellar remnants are cosmic paradoxes, infinitely small in size, yet infinitely powerful in their gravity. In their silence, they embody both the fragility and the fury of the universe. On the other end of the spectrum lies Saturn, a giant made almost entirely of gas. Its beautiful rings make it one of the most striking planets in the solar system, yet its true wonder lies in its density. Saturn is so light compared to its size that, in theory, it could float in water. Imagine a planet larger than 1 billion Earths bobbing like a rubber duck in a cosmic bathtub. But Saturn is no toy. Its rings are made of countless chunks of ice and rock, some as small as grains of sand, others as large as mountains. They orbit in perfect balance, shimmering in the sunlight like cosmic jewelry. Saturn may be light enough to float, but its beauty and grandeur weigh heavily on the imagination. And then we return to Jupiter, the true king of the planets. Beyond its immense size, it is home to one of the most astonishing storms in the solar system, the Great Red Spot. This swirling vortex is so vast that it could swallow Earth whole, and it has raged, unbroken, for at least 350 years, possibly far longer. Think about that, a hurricane larger than Earth, lasting centuries without pause. Generations of human life come and go, but Jupiter's storm continues, indifferent and eternal. It is a window into the sheer power of nature on a planetary scale. And it reminds us that even the mightiest storms on Earth are only whispers compared to the cosmic winds of Jupiter. But beyond the planets, scale reaches a level almost impossible to comprehend. Astronomers estimate that there are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on every beach on Earth combined. Each star a blazing furnace, each with the potential for planets, moons, and perhaps even life. When you look at the night sky, you are seeing only the tiniest fraction of a reality too vast for numbers to capture. And if each of those stars could host planets, the number of possible worlds becomes nearly infinite. Some may be barren and hostile, others may resemble Earth, and perhaps some harbor life we cannot yet imagine. The universe is not just vast, it is fertile, brimming with possibility. We are not alone in the sense of being the only planet. We are surrounded by countless neighbors we have yet to discover. And here lies perhaps the most mind-bending fact of all. When we look at the night sky, we are not seeing the present, we are looking back in time. Light, though incredibly fast at 186,000 miles per second, does not arrive instantly. Every star you see is sending you a message from the past, a snapshot of what it looked like years, centuries, or even eons ago. Stargazing, in truth, is time travel. The sun itself is no exception. When you feel its warmth on your skin, you are actually experiencing sunlight that left its surface about 8 minutes earlier. If the sun were to vanish this instant, Earth would continue glowing in daylight for those precious 8 minutes before darkness swallowed us. Even the star that gives us life cannot escape the time delay of the universe. Look beyond our solar system, and the delay grows. The nearest star, Proxima Centauri, is so far away that its light takes more than 4 years to reach us. That means when we see it twinkling faintly in the sky, we are seeing a version of it that existed years in the past. The night sky is not just distance, it is history painted in light. Push even further, to distant galaxies, and the effect becomes staggering. Some of the faint smudges of light we see through telescopes are millions, even billions, of years old. In fact, some of those galaxies may not even exist anymore. They may have collided, changed, or died long before their light reached us. When we look outward, we are peering into the ancient past of the universe. This means that every time you raise your eyes to the stars, you are performing an act of time travel. You are seeing ancient light, fossilized moments from across the universe, arriving on Earth long after the events themselves have ended. The sky above you is not just a view, it is a library of cosmic history, written in photons. We are, quite literally, surrounded by echoes of eternity. Every star is a story, every light a message from the past. The galaxy above is a cosmic diary, recording the births of stars, the deaths of giants, and the endless march of time. Each point of light you see is not just shining, it is whispering across unimaginable distances, carrying with it the tale of where it has been and what it has endured. Some of the most distant galaxies we've observed existed when the universe was only a fraction of its current age. Their light has traveled across billions of years, allowing us to witness the cosmos as it was in its infancy. Looking at them is like opening a window to the dawn of time itself, where stars were first igniting and galaxies were only beginning to take shape. The James Webb Space Telescope has begun to peel back even more of this ancient story. With its powerful infrared eyes, it captures light that has been stretched and reddened by billions of years of travel. Through it, we see not just distant galaxies, but the very first flickers of starlight, revealing the birth of the universe as we have never seen before. And yet, for all that we can see, the universe remains mostly invisible. Dark matter and dark energy, two of the greatest mysteries in science, make up the vast majority of the cosmos. They are forces we cannot touch, cannot see, and yet their fingerprints shape the galaxies, bend light, and drive the expansion of space itself. The universe is a puzzle, and most of its pieces are hidden. Dark matter binds the universe together, forming an invisible scaffold upon which galaxies rest. Without it, stars would scatter and galaxies could not exist. Dark energy, on the other hand, is its opposite, an unknown force pushing galaxies apart, accelerating the expansion of the cosmos. Together, these two mysteries shape everything we know, yet they remain as elusive as shadows. This constant expansion means the universe is growing larger every second. Galaxies far enough away are already racing beyond the speed of light, not because they move through space, but because space itself is stretching. There are regions of the cosmos we will never see, cut off from us forever by the relentless expansion of reality itself. In this sense, the universe is like a vast ocean, and we are stranded on a single shore. No matter how far our ships may sail, there are horizons we cannot cross. The expanding fabric of space ensures that some mysteries will remain locked away forever, unreachable even in imagination. The cosmos is infinite not only in scale, but also in its secrets. Yet within our reach, there is still so much left to discover. Moons with oceans beneath their icy crusts, exoplanets orbiting alien suns, and asteroids carrying the building blocks of life itself. Each discovery reminds us that space is not empty, it is alive with potential, waiting for us to learn its secrets. And while our technology is still young, every step outward is a step closer to understanding our place in the grand design. The probes we send, the telescopes we build, and the astronauts who venture beyond Earth are all part of humanity's first chapters in a story that could last forever. We are only just beginning to open the book of the universe. So the next time you look up at the stars, remember, you are not simply looking at points of light. You are gazing into history, into infinity, into the very heart of creation itself. These are not just facts about space, they are reminders of how small we are and how vast the cosmos truly is. And in that vastness lies both mystery and meaning, an endless frontier waiting to be explored. That's it for today from Finding the Fact. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to stay updated with more fascinating facts. Until next time, keep exploring and keep finding the fact.